Congratulations, you're cast. I'm Angela Teresa Ejik. My group, CAST, that means Creative Artist Spiritual Training. My goal is to aim towards the actors, the artists, particularly performing artists, just because that's what I do, but even fine arts or anybody in some kind of arts career that we've been taught for years. I mean, years. It's ingrained in us that if you're going to be an artist, you're going to be starving. Of course, you can look at me and know I'm not starving, obviously. That I have been through a lot. I've been homeless. I have lived in shelters not so much. I've lived in motels, like, really low motels where you can pay by the week. I teach workshops and classes and write books about law of attraction, which in the long term is really law of intention and law of consciousness. Neville Goddard, ideally, is the best one. I would now suggest you go directly to the source, to Neville, of course. That's because that's what I teach. The only real skill you need today to create the life you want is law of consciousness. It's about knowing who you are. So who are you? We are done with being starving artists, aren't we? We also work with fine artists, etc. Now, if you feel like you're selling out and giving away your art, you're not. Just do what makes your heart sing. And you're well on your way to having the career you've dreamt of. I grew up in church, Greek Orthodox and Roman Catholic. In fact, with a name like Angela Teresa, you can guess that, my parents wanted a nun. Can you imagine Sister Angela Teresa? It's perfect. Unfortunately, my halo is probably held up by these little horns that go like this. But I want to teach you something fun today about taking my classes or hiring me to speak with you and speak to you of what I know that is the truth of law of attraction, law of intention, and law of consciousness. I have written 2 books. They are called CAST, Creative Artist Spiritual Training. 1, know what you want. That's the easiest one. Okay. 2, know who you are. And I'm going to say something pretty shocking right now, and I want you to bear with me and stay with me on this. Who are you? Really? You're God. Which means you have the power of creation. It's your soul. This physical body is temporary. And what is God? Okay. And this is not a theological question. This is the question for what we're doing here. In the law of attraction, the law of intention, the law of consciousness is God. And the Creator is one thing. What is that? I said it earlier. Unconditional love. It can't hate. It can't go the other way. It can't make you pay for sins. There is a law, which is, if God is the law of consciousness, which He is, or she, whatever you want to call the energy that is, and it's inside of you. That's your soul. That's why you have a desire to do what you have the desire to do. And so, being that you are God of yourself, God's self, you are creator. And your imagination is Christ. Because Christ went out symbolically, if we're doing it symbolically, He walked around and talked to people and said, yes, you too can do everything I have done. By the way, I was a Sunday school teacher. You can do everything I have done and even more. But you are creating through the Christ, which is your imagination, your beautiful imagination, because you are your God self. Imagine the end. Know what you want. And it can be the short end, like, seeing, you want to be a film actor. Hold that Oscar. Feel it. Imagine the premiere of the film. You don't have to go through the whole thing of the audition, getting the part, having Steven Spielberg call you and say, yeah, congratulations, you're cast. That, you want it? You want a career in acting? So what do you want? You want to be on Broadway? Hold that Tony Award. Put your hands all over that Tony as they hand it to you. Because you are the creator, and your imagination is the one that creates it. I want to have a good life. And then God of you must create what you believe to be true and feel to be true.